What's up, North Park Church? How are you doing today? May the 4th be with you and also with you. Hope y'all having a great Star Wars day. This is your Monday Minute today. Hey, have you ever felt thankful for that one friend who gave you a heads up, even if it was awkward for them? I mean, we've all had these moments, right? No one likes hearing that they have food on their shirt or toilet paper stuck on the bottom of their shoe. But when someone cares enough about us to look out for us, to save us from future embarrassment, we're definitely grateful for them, right? I mean, have you ever felt that you should say something to someone else, but you weren't sure how to go about saying it? Speaking up in situations is beyond difficult. So what we normally do, we usually avoid them altogether. I mean, why is that? I mean, maybe it's because we don't want to ruin a friendship. Maybe we did the same thing. We don't feel like we can speak to that subject. Maybe we don't think the person will listen to us. Maybe we just don't know how to say what we're going to say. You know, and for some of you, the situation is opposite, right? You have no problem with speaking up and telling people exactly how you see it. And you're not shy about speaking up at all. The problem with that is that you may not always be speaking up in a way that causes people to want to listen. So when it comes to being a friend who looks out for others, how do we make sure we handle it in the right ways? Well, Paul has a lot to say about that, and he's such a wise guy, and he said some good things with that. He says in Galatians chapter 6 verse 1, he said, "Dear brothers and sisters, if another believer is overcome by sin, you who are godly should gently and humbly help that person back onto the right path, and be careful not to fall into the same temptation yourself." In other words, he's saying that you and I should actually go further than just saying something in a conversation. We should help someone get back to the best place that they can, to get back on track with what God says is best. And the point to all this, according to Paul, is we do it with humility and gentleness. And you and I can help people who are struggling with making poor decisions get back on a right path. He goes on further in verse 2. He says this. He says, "Share each other's burdens, and in this way, obey the law of Christ." Paul cared deeply enough about the people of Galatia, and which is why he wrote what he did. He knew that the most loving thing to do isn't always the easiest thing to do, but we owe it to each other to speak up. And in other words, Jesus' followers must do more than just speak up and point out what's wrong. Being kind, helpful, and encouraging shows people that we want to help them out of love. Listen, guys, hard conversations are not easy, but avoiding hard conversations isn't loving either. So how can you help? Well, think about it like this. Let love be your filter. Now, you know how filters work, right? You choose a filter on Snapchat, on Instagram, and no matter where you look, it changes what you see. The same is true for choosing love as a filter. When we help someone make a different choice than they have been making, we do it even if it makes us feel totally awkward in the moment. So how do you apply this to some areas in your life? So, for example, let love be the filter for your involvement, for your words, and for your actions and reactions. When we let love be our filter, we wind up sharing the burdens of those we love. So let's be people who let love be our filter so that we can help those we love stay headed in the best direction for their lives. Hey guys, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I can't wait till we get to meet together soon, hopefully. But before we get to meet together soon, listen, we got a couple things going on each and every week. Tomorrow is TikTok Tuesday with Bree from 2 to 3. Make sure you put in all of your TikToks and follow North Park Students. Bree will put your video on the students page. So make sure you don't miss that. TikTok Tuesday with Bree. Wednesday nights, Zoom. You listen, 6:30 we start. We end around 8:30, 9 o'clock some nights. We have fun, games, lesson. It's an incredible time to get together with one another. We do it all virtually so that we don't miss each other and we can talk with one another. Also, we have live hangouts on Thursdays from 2 o'clock till 3:30 or so. We have middle schoolers coming in at that 2 o'clock time for a live hangout where we have devotional and we play some games. And then from 4 o'clock on, we have high schoolers. From 4 o'clock on, we do games and devotions during that time too. Hey, one quick thing. I hate to break the news like this, but we have made a decision involving camp. And so this summer's camps have been canceled. All adventure camps, all junior, senior high camps at Camp Dickson have been canceled for this summer. It's an unfortunate event, but we are looking to the safety for each and every one of our students within the state, and especially the students here at North Park. So we've had to make the hard decision of canceling camps this year. Guys, I know a lot of y'all look forward to camps, and I know y'all look forward to what we do with the summer during our programs at Camp Dickson. Listen, we're going to try to do something in the fall to do a weekend gathering to where it'll be like a camp feel, but we're going to be working on that with all this coronavirus and COVID-19. We're going to try our best to do that in the fall so that we can still gather. It might just be a different transition, different time. But we just want to say how unfortunate it is for you all as students. But we're going to do something as well to over the summer for our ministries here at North Park when we get the green light to start meeting together again, okay? So unfortunately, camps have been canceled this summer. And I hate to break the news like that, but God's got his hand on a lot of things, and he's got his hand on this situation. So, guys, I want y'all to know I love y'all. May the 4th be with you all today as it is with me.